Jeffrey Epstein. Like, he killed himself. Trust me.
And stop talking about it.
Hey, boss, you're in the files. Yeah.
There's no evidence now. He said something about Obama.
Obama?
Yeah.
Comey?
They're also
and Joe
on
Biden.
the list.
So Adam has been MIA.
Yeah.
And has no idea what's happening in the news.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You've been off for a month.
I take a month off and...
You're a new father. Like, you need some bonding time.
Yeah. And the world explodes while I'm gone.
Well, to be fair, it's fucking Donald Trump's America. What'd you say about my hat?
I said, to be fair.
Oh, I thought you said something about your hat. I was like,
what'd you say about Donald Trump?
I said, to be fair, in Donald Trump's America. Like,
Man, I missed that button.
Things are always exploding.
Well, you know.
I guess the biggest thing over the last month has got to be Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I hear there's no list.
Well, how long have you been gone?
Well, the last time I heard something about Epstein was that Pam Bondi had a list on her desk, and they did that stupid little release to the influencers. That's the last I heard.
Are you
about
shitting
it.
me?
I think that's
dude,
it.
That feels like a lifetime
and then
ago.
Kash Patel went on Rogan and said something about it's not interesting. Don't worry about it. And also somebody, I want to say JD Vance or Pam Bondi said something about thousands of videos of evidence existing. I've been waiting for the videos to show up. I've been, not like that, but like I've been waiting for the evidence. I've been waiting for the list. And then all of a sudden I hear there's no list.
Okay.
And stop talking about it. Don't talk about it, John. There is no list.
For sure. Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
But let's rewind a bit and try to catch you up to speed.
Please do.
So yeah, obviously the Pam Bondi thing where she had it on her desk, that was a while back. But then I'd say in the last 5 weeks, give or take, is when Kash Patel came out and said him and Dan Bongino did the whole little press conference saying, oh, he killed himself. Trust me, he killed himself. Hey, believe me, I'm Kash Patel. You got to believe me. I'm Dan Bongino.
I remember this.
Trust me.
Who was Dan Bongino again?
Dan Bongino was a podcaster, had a huge podcast.
And what does he do now?
Oh, he's the deputy director of the FBI.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, his qualifications were podcast?
And apparently he was a cop at one point, and at one point did a stint in the Secret Service.
By that metric, dude, we could work for the federal government.
We
have pretty much
deputy director of the FBI.
I want to be Department of Homeland Security.
Well, dude, it's no different than him plucking all these Fox newscasters off to be in his cabinet.
Yeah, fair point.
Come on.
Anyway.
So yeah, they go on that whole press tour. Nothing to see here. Like, he killed himself. Trust me. It's me you're talking
right.
to.
There was a, hey guys, it's me. It's your boy. It's me. It's Kash. Come on, you guys. You know Dan.
It's me, Kash Patel, and I'm your boy Danny
Bongino. I don't even know. I've never heard Dan Bongino talk, but I would imagine he sounds probably like Rocky Balboa. He's like, oh, Dan Bongino, you got to listen to what I have to say.
Not quite that, but
no, Epstein, he killed himself. Trust me on this.
That guy Epstein,
real piece of shit.
So first of all, he went on, I don't know how long. Like, this dude made part of his career off of, blaming the deep state for things, that this the swamp. We got to drain the swamp, the deep state, blah, blah, blah. Epstein didn't kill himself. All that. This dude made a name for himself talking about this shit. Second, he becomes the deputy director of the FBI. He killed himself. Trust me, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing in the files. There's no files.
Well, that's the question I have is like, is there nothing in the files? Or are there no files?
So apparently at some point in March, I believe, Donald Trump had come out and told the FBI that, okay, so let me back up just a little bit. Apparently, in my understanding, these Epstein files, quote unquote, were kind of scattered all over the place. Like, nobody had really compiled them because nobody really wanted to. You know what I mean? Kind of like we've always known, like, everybody from both sides of the aisle is implicated in it. The rich and powerful don't want to be, have their shit shown in the, the light of the day. So nobody really did an investigation. Nobody, for that matter, talked to Ghislaine Maxwell about this. They convicted her on her accounts of trafficking and all that shit, and nobody else talked to her about who might be involved in this.
Well, you can't traffic without a customer or a victim.
But Jeffrey Epstein was the only one. He's the only customer. But anyway. We'll get to that too. So apparently the files have been scattered all over the place. The FBI was tasked with, like, hey, we're going to get them all together. We're going to check the files.
Oh, yeah.
And then it kind of came around that, like, Kash Patel's like, hey, boss, you're in the files. And he's like,
Oh, Trump?
yeah. He's
Of
like,
course he is.
He's like, okay, stop everything. And I can't remember. I wish I had the number here, but I want to say 1,000 FBI agents were working around the clock on looking for Trump's name in the files and redacting it.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Okay.
Just because somebody's name is on a piece of paper doesn't imply that they did anything. But
sure,
the fact that they're redacting the name, that's like, no, officer, I didn't kill my roommate, but don't go in my house though. Don't look.
Yeah, you don't want to look. You don't want to look in there. Trust me, everything's cool.
But I didn't do it.
1,000 FBI agents working around the clock to find his name and redact it.
Yeah.
So from that point, when he's like, "Hey, dude, you're in here. We found you a bunch of times. Your name
wrong."
No, I wasn't.
Guilty or not, your name is in there. Whether it implies anything or not, we don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just assume at this point we don't know. We just don't know anything, right?
Sure.
And then shortly thereafter is when they came out with that joint memo from the FBI and the Department of Justice saying, no files, no names, nothing to see here. There was no network, nothing to see here. The case is closed. We're done. That was when the DOJ released that statement. And then I don't know if you're here too, but we talked about it, but nobody signed that memo.
I'm looking at it right now.
All right. Yeah. Scroll to the bottom.
Hey,
nobody signed that memo. No one wanted to put their fucking name on that.
But even this says the files relating to Epstein include a large volume of images of Epstein, images and videos of victims who are either minors or appear to be minors, and over 10,000 download videos and images of illegal sex, child abuse material, or other pornography. So this is the
just
U.S.
Jeffrey Epstein.
DOJ. But even if it's just Epstein, this says there's more than 300 gigabytes of data and physical evidence coming from the DOJ. It's right here. And then they said,
yeah,
there's no evidence now.
There's no evidence to indicate.
But you just said there was evidence.
There's none.
But
nothing.
This has the seal of the DOJ on it.
The only evidence in existence points directly to Jeffrey Epstein and Jeffrey Epstein alone.
Who killed himself.
Undeniably. As a matter of fact, we're going to release the raw footage to you.
I heard about this. I never saw the footage.
So we're going to release the raw footage to you, unedited, so you know we're not up to any hijinks, according to Dan Bongino on the morning show on Fox. But we release I can't remember how long.
Wasn't there 3 minutes missing or something?
At first, they said there's a minute missing.
Yeah.
Right away, everybody noticed as soon as they released this, there was a minute missing. Pam Bondi says that minute missing, apparently it's an old system in the department, New York, whatever,
I'm watching it right
criminal
now.
system that is. Apparently there's a minute missing every night at midnight from every camera. Okay.
That is the dumbest shit I have ever fucking heard.
Again,
I told you I'm on the warpath today. I'm sorry.
Again, let's just accept that at face value. That it's an old system.
Sure.
It misses a minute every night from 11:59 to midnight. Every single night, every camera. She said, we're looking into that. We're going to get the other cameras to show that this happens. They've never released this. This was over a month ago. They've never found any other camera that
Well,
does
it's only
this.
that camera. Yeah, that damn it.
Wired
that camera.
Wired magazine did a forensic audit on the video and showed that it was edited at least 3 times using Adobe Premiere software. At least 3 times the video was edited. It also says that it shows nobody else in there. It's got this weird freaking angle, but there's also this one shadowy orange figure that walks up the stairs. You just catch his shoulder walking up the stairs towards Jeffrey Epstein's cell.
Shadowy orange figure?
Like a prison jumpsuit.
Oh, not like
not like Donald Trump. No.
Oh.
Like in a prison jumpsuit walking up to Epstein's cell.
I'm watching news coverage.
They also say that this video angle here shows the only way in and the only way out of this prison cell area. However, it shows multiple people walk into there and they disappear. They never come back out.
So there's an alternative.
So there's another way to go out. And even people that have been in that prison say, yes, there are other ways to get out. So they've lied on multiple occasions about everything. First of all, the video has been, and now more forensic analysis of the video shows that 3 minutes are missing. A total of 3 minutes are missing from this video, which was raw, unedited. So we know they're not up to any hijinks, according to Dan Bongino, except it's highly edited.
And I'm watching it right now. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, dude, I'm trying to think of the sequence of events because you've been gone so long.
I came back. I looked at my phone. I was like, oh my God, what happened?
Okay.
It was going so well.
Dude, let me go through this. This is so much shit. What happened after that? Okay, so like a day later, the press is at something. I can't remember what they're actually talking about, but Pam Bondi is there, Trump's there, and a couple Marco Rubio's there. And one of the guys asks Pam Bondi, what do you know about the missing minute? And that's when she said, hey, we'll look into it. And what about Epstein working for any foreign intelligence agencies? She said, I've never heard anything about that. We'll have to get back to you on that. Like, really? You haven't heard about that? That's one of the major fucking things in this case.
I feel like that was a huge cornerstone of all of this.
That was a big part.
Not to mention Maxwell's dad he worked for Mossad or something. Like the
who
family
mysteriously died by falling off his boat.
Yeah. The family ties of the people involved have espionage for generations.
All over it, yeah.
So why wouldn't their kids be involved in it?
Why would the main person that's involved in investigating this case at the moment, which is the Attorney General of the United States, I've never heard of that. I'll have to get back. If you haven't heard of that, you're not doing your fucking job.
Well, it's like when Kash Patel was on Rogan, he goes, well, I've never heard of the other autopsy that said, did you listen to that one?
Yeah, his brother.
Like, what do you mean you've never fucking heard of that? I am a normal, everyday, tax-paying American, regular
I'm not the
Joe.
head of the FBI.
And I've fucking heard of it. Now, granted, for the podcast, we do a lot of shit. We're online all the time, but still.
But it's pretty well-known knowledge that his brother,
public knowledge.
His brother commissioned an autopsy from a top forensic analysis, whatever you want to call those guys. And he said that, this isn't consistent with somebody who strangled himself. Like, this is consistent with choking. This bone broken here is consistent with the choking, not from hanging yourself. Anyway, let's go on from that. This same press conference, when the guy's I should have told you this first, but he's about to ask Pam Bondi. He asked her that question. And before she can answer, Donald Trump jumps in and says, hey, hold on a minute. Hold on.
I saw
Are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes, we fucking are.
He's been dead for a long time.
I don't care. We're still talking about Hitler. He's been dead.
Dude.
Okay.
Well, how hard are you trying to deflect when you've been told you're in these files? You had the FBI working around the clock to find and redact your name. You're yelling at reporters saying there's nothing to see here. We shouldn't be talking. Are we really still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? The next day he comes out talking about people that used to support him. He's now admonishing his supporters saying, people that used to support me are really interested in this Epstein file. I don't want their support. They're doing the work of the Democrats. And he goes on and on saying the people that are interested in this are bad people, which are his supporters.
Very bad people.
Very bad people.
None of them are good.
The next day he comes out after this. This is a fucking spiral of his he goes into. The next day he comes out and says, I don't know why we're still worried about this. Like they were, Epstein files are a hoax. That's how I'm going to refer to it from now on. It's the great hoax of Jeffrey Epstein. It was concocted by the Democrats.
He said something about Obama.
Comey, Clinton, who else?
They're also on the list. They're also there.
He said it was concocted by the Democrats. The Epstein. First of all, Epstein was arrested by your Department of Justice, number one. He was killed under your Department of Justice's care. Like, what do you mean this is a concoction of the Democrats? What the fuck are you talking about? Your fucking attorney general at the time was the one who gave him the sweetheart deal in Florida. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a concoction of the Democrats. He's like, nothing to see here. This is a hoax. And he started calling it a hoax from there on out. Then like a lot of pressure was mounting, like pressure on Trump that I haven't seen since the Russiagate thing.
Which I heard is another thing that's happening now.
It's another thing that's happening.
Like people are going to court for it, allegedly.
Well, this I think is another, we'll get to that in a minute too.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I digress.
Yeah, let's try to digest it all too. Dude, it's so hard trying to catch you up. And then
so hard
from there, he's put out multiple long ass tweets of what a bullshit thing this is. It's all a hoax.
All caps too.
Always all caps. And then since there was a lot of pressure mounting, Ghislaine Maxwell has had this pending thing in court. She's trying to get it all the way up to the Supreme Court because Epstein's original arrest said that he could not be convicted of this, and any co-conspirators were also free of it. This is in 2008. Any co-conspirators. Well, she was a co-conspirator in 2008. Yeah. So she was saying, like, she's not saying I'm not innocent or anything like that. But according to this, I shouldn't be charged with anything.
But she's got all the receipts.
And she's got all the receipts. And apparently nobody has talked to her. Nobody has talked to her about who else might be involved in this. Nobody.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, like guess movie. Who goes to talk to Ghislaine Maxwell?
Oh, somebody did. I don't
not some random guy the same guy lawyer that works
killed
for
Epstein.
No, not the. Well, maybe. Let's keep talking. The number 2 at the Department of Justice. The number 2 at the Department of Justice is Trump's personal lawyer.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
his personal lawyer, who is now the deputy secretary of the Department of Justice, he goes to talk to Ghislaine Maxwell. Doesn't really disclose what they talk about. But all of a sudden, this might be a week and a half later, she gets moved to a minimum security prison in Texas. A minimum security prison. She's convicted of sex trafficking.
Yeah, we all know how that goes.
Well, anyway, apparently this is one of those like Club Med prisons. Like there's no cameras.
Must be fucking nice.
No cameras.
Oh, no cameras.
No cameras.
That works out.
It works out.
Hey,
it's swell.
Someone's in Trump's office like,
yeah.
Hey, boss, I found a place. Check it out. No cameras.
Shipper.
Yeah. Send her there.
And apparently he says, I don't know anything about that. I don't know what's going on there.
Of course you don't.
I don't know anything
Donald.
about that. Yeah. What else with that? Ghislaine Maxwell, they asked, because she's also angling for a pardon. And people in the press asked Trump about it. He's like, I haven't given it much thought. I can do it. I'm allowed to do it. Yeah, but I haven't given a lot of. You know what the answer is on that?
The answer is no.
The answer is no, Donald.
Sex trafficking of minors? No.
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 Hard
Actually,
no.
Death penalty.
Not only was she trafficking him, she was grooming him and participated in the abuse.
Just for Jeffrey, though.
Just for Jeffrey.
It was a 2-person op.
Let's assume it was. You are still convicted of sex trafficking a minor.
Yeah, there is no pardon
You're
for
a
you.
groomer, and according to at least one of the victims, she was involved in the actual abuse of minors.
Alcatraz.
Send her to the alligator Alcatraz. Just feed her to the alligators.
Dude, I have a take on
Instead,
this.
she's going to get a pardon.
Guarantee it. I have a thought.
Yes.
It's not my original thought. I found it while crawling through Reddit yesterday, a couple days ago. The sad truth and reality is this. Brace yourselves, America.
All right.
The world is run by blackmail.
I thought you were going to. Okay.
Epstein is one of the operations. There's Diddy, and there's 100 other ones that we don't know about.
Okay.
Epstein's just one of them that I want to say some cop in Florida probably sniffed around where he shouldn't have, and that's what kicked off this whole thing, and now everybody knows about Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
High-ranking officials from every world government are on, let's call it the Epstein's list. I don't think there's a list. I think it's
Well, of course, there's no like list here, like a piece of paper that says
yes, but for sake of
some
argument
Word
and conversation, we're going to call it the list.
We'll call it the list for lack of a better term.
World leaders, politicians, CEOs, tech billionaires, they are all implicated. We will never see justice for the Epstein's list because, for one reason, not because Donald Trump's trying to protect himself or his family, not because I saw something fucking ridiculous the other day where, well, he's just out of respect for Bill Clinton. Donald Trump has zero respect for Bill Clinton, or does he?
Or
That's
anybody.
a different discussion.
Or anybody.
We are not ever going to see a resolution of this matter because if we did, it would be the end of our society as we know it. Too many heads would have to roll.
Cool. I'm ready to punch that reset button.
But they won't, and they know that. The ever ominous they, too many prime ministers, presidents, CEOs, billionaires, like too many people that, like, let's face it, make society run would have to go away.
Good.
Which I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But the ending result would be pandemonium and anarchy. Do you hear the buzzing now?
I did. Yeah.
I've been hearing it this whole time. But anyway, cut that part out because this is important. Society would crumble. And the sad reality is that our world is run by blackmail. Some of it is not sexual with kids, but this one is. And if this were to actually come out, if we were to find out everything, it would be the same thing as if, God forbid, which it was, later conversation, like, let's say they came out and said, hey, yeah, 9/11, inside job, Bush did it. The country would explode. There's a reason that, remember the moon landing in the 60s? Yeah, we never went. It was a movie set. There are certain things that the public is almost sure goes a certain way.
I think we're ready to hear it. Like,
man, I'll tell you this. I got enough food, guns, and ammo to survive the aftermath of said announcement, but I'm telling you that is why we will never find out.
I think 65% of the country is on board and ready to hear this.
Well, and that's the thing. I have noticed that it's starting to become more of a bipartisan issue, which is scary in that.
And I think it's the Epstein is the tipping point.
But it's good because we need, in this country, we need to stop doing this left and right, red and blue bullshit dance that they have us doing.
Oh, yeah.
We need to stop doing that. There are powers that be that are forcing us into this dichotomy of you either are with us or against us. And if you're with us, then everybody who's against us is your mortal enemy. That's not the reality. There is billions of us.
I know.
And 1,000 of them.
I don't even know if there's 1,000.
Maybe not. But that's why we will never find out, at least in the way that things currently are right now, we will never find out the truth about it. We'll never find out.
Yeah, something
just like Diddy, we'll never find out.
Well, we'll get to Diddy too. And I have not even finished telling you about Trump and his spiral. So there was rumors a couple days after all this that the Wall Street Journal was dropping a bombshell article. And it comes out, and apparently Jeffrey Epstein had this 50th birthday book where Ghislaine Maxwell had gathered with the letters from everybody. And
that wasn't me.
And there was a Donald Trump letter in there that's this weird thing like, hey, we share this isn't secret. It's the fucking weirdest letter you've ever read.
I think I read it, but I don't remember.
But the letter was written inside the shape of a naked woman with a couple things for her breasts.
What?
Yeah, and
I'm looking
like little
right now.
his signature is pubic hair for a woman. Like it's the weirdest fucking thing.
No, it is not.
It is. But anyway, he immediately, before this story ever came out, he called Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Wall Street Journal, and said, you need to kill this story. And he's like, I don't have anything to do with that. I don't kill stories at the Journal. Like
yeah, okay.
Well, he just said, like, apparently
because the Wall Street Journal is famous for always telling exactly the truth.
Well, no, not that. But he just says whatever they're going to do, they're going to do it. Sure. I don't get involved in this.
I'll give you that.
And he's a super, right-leaning guy. He owns Fox, for God's sake, or did at one point. And he owns the Wall Street Journal. He owns a ton of shit. So he's not exactly, Mr. Left-leaning by any chance. He just told Trump, like, I don't get involved at the Journal. It's not my thing. So he says, Trump comes out and says, I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal. I'm going to sue Rupert Murdoch. He sued Rupert Murdoch and all his companies except for Fox News, because Fox News sucks his dick hard all day, every day. But anyway, I think he's already dropping the lawsuit, which is total bullshit. Rupert Murdoch's like, fucking bring it. Like,
yeah, what do you
They have
do?
a pretty high standard for defamation when it comes to public figures.
Baby.
He's like, defamation is still a real thing, but when it comes to public figures, you have to meet an insanely high bar.
Yeah.
And they didn't defame him. They defamed him, but not intentionally. You also have to prove intent that I wanted to harm you with this. But anyway, the Wall Street Journal also came out later with letters from other people, like at the thing, and all the other people never denied they wrote that. None of the letters sounded as crazy as Trump's, but they're all like a little tongue in cheek, like Woody Allen signing things, Clinton signing things,
they're all doing it.
Bill Gates is signing things.
Big club. It's a big club, and you ain't in it, dog. So they're all in on it.
That comes out. He immediately sued Rupert Murdoch and everything, and I think that's already getting dropped. And every lawyer that I see, like I follow lawyers on YouTube and X, and they're like, this case has no legs. Like even the way they filed it has a pretense of getting dismissed just because they didn't do this, this, and this. So like it's just a bullshit lawsuit. Trump is spiraling out of control with Epstein, and anybody that's just blindly following him at this point, like you're an idiot.
Well, that's the problem I have, dude, is because I've talked to some people who are close to me who we've been honest about it on the show. Like I voted for him. I voted for him too. Both times, in fact. I voted for him both times. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to support him because he's the candidate. Like we need to hold our government, regardless of who they are, what position they're in, to a certain standard, to the truth.
To the truth.
Right?
Like, you work for us, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you think this works.
We sat here for however many years, maybe a year. I think we started the show in, I want to say, was it Biden's last year in office? I don't know.
Yeah.
We sat here for a year and we dicked on him.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that now Trump gets in there and he's untouchable. It's like
everybody is so invested
are.
In their opinions. Like they refuse to be wrong, number one. And
it's sad.
They think if Trump did something wrong, then they personally did something wrong too. So they will defend him to the end of the earth. Like, no, dude.
It's okay to get duped.
Your vote, like,
it's okay.
They're supposed to be loyal to us. We're not supposed to be loyal to them.
Yes.
We got you elected. Hey, you're fucking up now, man. Now it's time to either correct course or go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. You work for us. That's just the way this is in America. It's supposed to be.
Oh, boy, dude. That's heavy.
So that's like a catch. I wish I was more prepared to like go into depth. I didn't know exactly how much you missed.
All of it.
I could have got a much more.
Well, that's enough. Basically, I'm getting the message that they're all corrupt, and no matter who you elect, you're not going to win.
Yeah. So
that's okay.
that's where we stand.
Don't forget to watch the Fireside Show.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, like his spiral, like over those several days, like the things he was throwing out there to try to deflect, like the day after that press conference where he got mad, like, hey, we have bigger things to worry about. We got what's going on in Texas. We have so many victories here that's going on, with the administration. Like we shouldn't be talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Well, like the next morning he wakes up and says, I'm thinking about revoking Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. That's more important than Epstein? Okay.
I'll tell you this, dude, because we got a couple of things to jump in, but I'll throw it out there while it's fresh in my mind. I'm not kidding when I say for about a month I did not look at my phone. Like it was on do not disturb.
Yeah.
And if somebody in my favorites list called me, it would ring. Other than that, I wasn't looking at anything, right? And then I couldn't help it. I got back on, but after literally like 4 weeks, and I was laughing. And Jordan was like, "What are you laughing?" I'm like, "It's like a movie. It's like our political system and everything that's happening is just a fucking theater, all of it."
And this is the dumbest play because Donald Trump's the one running the script, and it is dumb as shit.
You can't make this shit up. It's like a bad season of House of Cards.
Adam, I'm not done talking about the things that he was trying to deflect from.
There's more.
Jeffrey Epstein died a long time ago, right? That was one of the things Donald Trump said. He died a long time ago. Why are we still talking about it? He died in 21? No, 19. He died in 20. Whatever.
Epstein? Yeah. I thought that was early 1000. I thought it's been like 10 years.
No, it's been like 5.
2019.
Yeah, there you go. So
allegedly,
Donald Trump says that happened a long time ago. Why are we still talking about it? He brought up a couple days later, he started talking about Hillary's emails again.
Hold on. So Epstein, 2020, 21. So that's about 6-ish years.
5 to 6.
When was that? The 2016 election?
Yes.
Isn't that
2015? No, because that was the Benghazi stuff.
When they were running
so when they were running. It was 2015.
Wasn't that 4 years prior to when Epstein died?
Yeah, it was before.
But Epstein's death is too far in the past to talk about. But we can talk. But Hillary's emails are further back than that. But those are fair game.
We need to talk about that. We need to talk about Hillary's emails. He also had the Justice Department release some more MLK files. He started bringing up the Biden auto pen again.
What was in the MLK files?
Nothing. It just, he's trying to, here's anything. So he started bringing up Biden auto pen again.
I did see that.
He says Barack Obama needs to be arrested because of what he did with the Russia thing. Then he also said that he's going to withhold funding from the Washington Redskins if they don't change their name back. Like he's going on everything.
Let me ask you this. Do you think truly that it's Donald Trump specifically trying to get the country off of this Epstein thing? Or do you think there's somebody or some people or a government of a country behind Trump saying, hey, you better get this fucking Epstein shit squashed or we're going to have to put somebody else in your seat? What do you think?
I truly and I wouldn't have thought this a month ago. I think it's all because of him.
You think it's? I don't.
I'm not saying he's a pedophile.
I think there's some powers at play that are like, hey, get that shit in check. I don't think Trump. I'll say this. I don't think Trump is like in charge.
I don't think Trump answers to anybody. He only cares about himself.
Yeah, I disagree. But
I don't at all.
I think most of our politicians are puppets at this point. I think it's all controlled opposition, all two halves of the same coin. I don't believe anything anymore.
And the only way I would see Donald Trump, this isn't control, but a way to manipulate him is just through money. So, I mean, you could have mega billionaires like countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, things like that influencing him.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're not going to give you money if you release this stuff. But like personally, you're not going to influence him. He does what he wants. He says what he wants.
Well, I'm coming at this from a perspective of, okay, let's look at the bigger picture here. It's pretty, I mean, it's not common knowledge because we don't know the truth and nothing's been proven yet, but like everybody's saying that the Mossad's involved with the Epstein thing, Mossad, CIA, whatever. So like my mind goes to, okay, so maybe there's some more powers that be in terms of a government of, I don't know, a country in the Middle East.
There could be, but I don't really think that Donald Trump gives a fuck.
I don't know. I can't tell sometimes because Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck. And then he comes out and he does things like, if you don't support Israel, we're going to pull your funding for this, that, and the other thing.
Well, that's because of donors and money. So like when I say he could be manipulated by money, he still wants to do hotels in the Gaza Strip after they ethnically cleanse everybody out of that area.
Dude, that's a whole fucking thing right now. I have been watching some Ian Carroll coverage of that whole situation over there. Oh my fuck.
Dude, there's too many people that have come out at this point and said, hey, this is fucking insane. Like,
not to pivot, but like, let's pivot for a second. How can anybody